Hey, hi guys. So in this video, we are going to pick basic states or database support bodies get supported. So make sure that I'm making sure discussion what does the we should be having part in that task process progress should be atomic deadlock free wait. We are not wait. This is the solution. Let's consider that hey, ignore this word. So the things we are having player one, player four. All these players will call player job. So they are reading the and what if they all are going to call this? There may be a chance because they are not synchronized. They all can say it. They both will try. They all four will try to increment the value by plus one. So final count which we will see will be still one because at the end it's like increment and then set the value. But hey, total number of so this is the problem in the concurrent. If you are having multiple threads and they are kind of sharing the state and their point of if they are not synchronized, problem with the synchronize, what will happen? You are going to read the wrong and you will set it different. At the end, you will say, hey, can we start the game? Because you will think, hey, we already have four or five. But again, the data which is stored here actually it's not showing the correct number of the players which are on. So the game will never get. Now, similarly, here there is another problem. Let's say when we let's think that synchronize is not. Whenever you will call the start game, let's say when you call the start, it was fine. You call the start game player online, but before this state, before moving from if line to game started, what if um player get dropped? What if player gets dropped? What if there was an internet issue? In that case, player online is not three at that point of time, but the game will get, but the game will still get started. So it can be also an issue. So this is again a concurrency. This operation should have been an atomic operation. This is a composite operation. I mean, we are discussing this in our is on the fix this problem using synchron. What it will do, it will kind of sequentialize all these. What will happen? Actually, whenever T1 will call the player join, this entire object will get locked. What do we mean by locked? If it get locked, all the three threads, these T1, T2, will not be able to all of this object. And once the T1 releases this, the T1, then only all the other thread will be allowed to run this to execute on the, and they will be seeing the, so it's the value to one. Next chance got will see the value one. Now we can see by using the synchronize or that actually same goes for this one again. Start game also. You many of the player try to kind of, it will be entire all the other operations will get locked basically. I mean, for example, let's say when the uh, leave in between, so he or she may get a pop that hey game get start, cannot leave. We can see by similarly goes for the voting. We are like having we will be solutions solution which we can use other ways. Definitely this solution have some critical cases also going to work. First go through the this one kind of player in one. How it happens is when it is used and any particular thread start execute, log then, or you're creating a new object from this class, new game, and all. You say game dot uh, add game or game dot add game, add player. It log the entire object by using the intrinsic log. Okay. For now, you can just say that hey, all the other threads will be allowed to, apart from that. Only during that process, other thread going to wait until that log. So now we'll be covering whenever a lock is released and that particular thread is kind of making any update on any of the on the object which it is currently have logged. Once the lock is released, those changes will becomes visible to other threads also. Like I mean, there's what happens is whenever they are also having their own storage, which is very local to them. So how this entire thing works is the operations which they are doing happens on their memory, then they have to come to the another. All these things be covering it. What happens is for a thread one will release the lock, the changes will get visible to the other. They will see the latest changes. Atomic execution here means that I mean it's like in the database. Like for example, in the database you have that where you are making the changes either you manually in this the norm. We are just the normal. We have covered positive, critical, the critical, more better problem in